Hello and welcome everybody to today's video. Welcome to the Vee Academy. My name is Crumbrion, Professor Crumbrion, if you would. And today, we're going to be taking a look at a wonderful game that we played on Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. And be happy to get your reactions to it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you want to follow me and watch games in real time, check me out on twitch.tv/Crumbrion. For now, let's go check out the game. Thanks for watching.
3, 2, 1, go!
Crazy. Well-programmed deck shuffling, by the way. Extremely good. At least we know counter catchers in the fucking deck this time. And we get 2 mulligans. It's pretty cool. Yeah, super awesome. Really fun, interactive. So we're not looking at getting knocked out on the first turn at least. That's good. But they are going to be annoying. They're terrible tonight, Modest. Like, actually fucking horrible. We have not been allowed to play for 4 straight games, and then last game, like for 2 games in a row now, we've had our countercatcher prized in a situation where if we had countercatcher, which we could have had because we had Pidgeot, if we had countercatcher in the deck at all and not in our prizes, we win the game. 2 games in a row. And because we don't, we lose. Pretty cool. Yeah. Fun and interactive game. Fun and interactive game. So we already know this is an Aegislash, like blocks EX stuff, etc., etc. So it doesn't really bother us that much because we have ways to deal with that. So 3 friends of you went to Dortmund and none of them passed for the second day. That's unfortunate. It's pretty tough to break through in regionals for sure. I mean, it's pretty tough. The Aegislash has 150 HP. I'm not above just rare candying and killing this thing right now. But I'm going to be completely honest. And that's nice that exists, because if he keeps that on the bench, then it's a boss target for later. That's pretty nice. Yeah, he has the Aegislash in hand. Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. We're gonna deal with you before you become a problem. Rabska doesn't matter because we're not attacking the bench anyways, so we'll just take out his card draw. That was a productive turn. Pretty productive turn. I really hope that Pidgeotto's in the fucking... As much as I don't want to give him Grand Tree, it also kind of doesn't matter because he has Rare Candy in hand anyways. He's going to get an Aegislash out anyways. I'd rather, to be honest, I would rather put down Grand Tree when I have the Duskull out, right? When I have a Duskull ready to evolve. For chance. We'll see. He's got the Aegislash either way here, so. Shocker. Iono's fine, because that'll give us at least something different. You have to have the evolutions in your deck. You can't, so you cannot have them in your hand. If they're in your hand and you don't have any more in your deck, then you can't facilitate Grand Tree, so doesn't work. We're looking at probably losing Charmander this turn, though. It's not like it matters, because we can't use Charizard anyways in this matchup, so... We have to deal with this in a different manner, which we can do it with Charmeleons technically, but it's just going to die to hard bashing either way. But he can't attack this turn, which is fine, but it gives us a turn to deal with it. That's unfortunate. That sucks because we could have used it. Unfortunate. We need Turos. We need Turos and we need Charmeleon. Not Turos. We need Thornton and we need Charmeleon. I'm glad that we got both of our counter catchers in hand though, you know, after not having it for 3 games. It's so cool. So cool that those show up now. Oh, he doesn't have energy. Oh my god, that saved us. Okay, so... What does this get us? What does this get us? Okay, first of all, Charmeleon is in the deck. We have no energy though. We don't have a way to attack with Charmeleon yet. Pidgeotto in the deck? No, it's not. So we need to Rare Candy. Don't have a way to get that. So go Buddy Poffin, and that's probably it. Unfortunately. If we get Arven, we can get Pidgeot next turn. Pidgeotto's in the prizes. We also have Canceling Cologne in the deck too. Okay, that's interesting, but what does that offer us right now? You can Turo the Charmander, get Charmeleon out to attack this. Kind of a waste of a Turo. But in a sense, not really a waste of a Turo. That actually might come in handy. We're threatening this. He needs another energy to attack with it. So if he draws energy, it's curtains for this, but not the end of the world because this is in range of a Dusclops now. But then, yeah, if we Dusclops, then we can, well, we can counter Catcher now if he kills the Charmeleon, but we, yeah, no, good. Good, good. He didn't get the energy. Okay, so, being said, we're going to not put the mist there. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all, actually. We can... I think we just take the KO. We can still get another Aegislash, but it's gonna be harder for him to... I mean, if he has reversal energy, he would have put it down. But now reversal energy is a thing. Looking like he's probably going to have reversal energy in hand. And Aegislash. That opens us up to using Pheasantipity. Okay, he doesn't. That's good. Good news. We fucking dodged a bullet there, actually. We dodged a bullet there. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it now. Pretty much game at this point. This is a tough matchup because, like, you don't really have a good answer to Aegislash, because if you evolve too quickly and they put out Aegislash, it's pretty much game over at that point for you. I'm not going to get fancy with this, I'm just going to attack. We take out his prospect of getting Aegislash out, and we put him in a very tough spot here. Because now Rabska's stuck. Rabska can't do anything, and I mean, they can Psychic, but they don't run it. I doubt they run Grass, so it's not going to do enough, I don't think. Yeah, GG. Brutal, but knowing that they were playing Aegislash right from the start allowed us to get to a point where we didn't have to evolve to Charizard and lock ourselves into a Charizard, because, like, you can get there without Charizard for sure, and you can just attack with Charmeleon. What does Aegislash do? So the regular Aegislash has an ability called Mysterious Shield, so you prevent all damage done to the Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX and V Pokemon. And so it has Hard Bashing, which does 120 damage, and it's not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if you have things that, like, you know, prevent damage from stage 2s, it stops that. It doesn't care about that. If you have a Cornerstone Ogerpon, even though Aegislash has an ability, Hard Bashing goes through it, and it prevents the Cornerstone from blocking it. It also has a nifty 150 HP, so it gets around being attacked by something like, you know, if you pop your Dusknoir, you're only doing 130 to it, not 150. So, like, even using Dusknoir is not a guaranteed kill on this thing. So the nice part about Charizard is that Charmeleon is in the deck, and Charmeleon is a fire type, and it can attack. You can facilitate an attack with Charmeleon relatively easily. Ideally, you don't put a Charizard into play, because even though it would be nice to get that turbo of 2 energies to instantly start attacking with Charmeleon, it just allows you to be locked into the active and then do nothing against Aegislash, right? It becomes much harder to facilitate anything against the Aegislash. Yeah, that's why I discarded my Charizards, because I knew I likely wasn't going to be using them at all in that particular matchup. I likely wasn't going to be playing Charizard at all in that matchup, so... And then we had Night Stretcher anyways, so, like, we also didn't have to worry. If we needed the Charizard in a pinch, we could go back and grab it. But that one was definitely just using the Dusknoirs to take out timely kills when we needed to. Making very clearly sure to not go ahead in prizes at any point during that time until like it was pretty much safe to. That's the important thing too, is because with that kind of deck, it runs a lot of counter stuff. So it runs like a lot of like reversal energy. It runs counter catcher, things like that. So being able to KO your Dust Noir and take a KO on their side, it evenly splits the prizes both times. So like we had 2 Dust Skulls out, so we rare candied 1 Dust Noir and then we put a Dusclops out. So we KO'd one of his Pokemon. I think it was one of his, yeah, he put down a Mist Energy on one of his, which that ended up probably winning too, because he did have the Steel Energy to facilitate an attack with the Aegislash. So knocking out the one that had the Mist Energy on it was very important, because that meant that he couldn't attack with Aegislash right away. He had no way of getting there. And then KOing the Dusclops to KO his Cleffa meant that he couldn't draw cards, and so his card draw was gone, and his ability to attack with Aegislash the following turn was gone, because we both took 2 prizes in that one turn. He didn't have, like, I didn't have an advantage on him in prizes, so he couldn't use reversal energy. And so we were playing a very tight chess game with that, because I didn't want to give him a situation where he could like counter catch or something and then Aegislash it, or you know, whatever else. Like I had to protect my Charmanders as much as I possibly could. Couldn't get Pidgeot out, unfortunately, because Pidgeotto was in the prizes, so we couldn't make a Grand Tree play. But in the same sense, it was probably not a good one to play Grand Tree, because they do play their full evolution, so they could just use Grand Tree to get infinite Aegislash out, and that would not be good for us either. So again, situational awareness to not play Grand Tree is important in that moment, but also being aware that you just have to play Charmeleon. Like, you just have to get the Charmeleon and hope that they don't get enough energy to attack. Because if they get enough energy to attack, we have to attack them twice with Combustion, because Combustion can only do 100 damage because of weakness. So you have to attack twice in order to hit 150, or you just pop a Dusclops and hit 100, and then you can get to that number, but we weren't in that situation, right? So we had to make do with what we had. We had to have one turn where he missed an energy drop, and he did. He missed energy drop on one turn, like one turn too many for Aegislash, which was 1, which is more than enough. Allowed us to take a KO with the Charmeleon, and then they got the energy on the following turn, and so we ended up taking it out with Dusknoir, and then attacking his Doublade with Charmeleon for the 2 KOs we needed to end the game, and before it got out of hand. So, because if he gets in another Aegislash, then that's another potentially 2 turns that we have to hold our breath and hope that he can't KO Charmeleon, because we're not using Charizard to facilitate energies pulling out of our deck, we have a lot worse of a time powering that up, right? So